Micron, SK Hynix, Intel, NVIDIA, AMD, everything is down. Micron, SK Hynix definitely running down. We're going to talk mostly about that, but we're going to talk about it in the context of a broader market sell-off. What's going on? Should you be worried, or is it time to buy? We're going to talk about that, everything in this video. So please hit that like, hit that subscribe, and let's jump into this. As you can see right now, as of the recording of the video, Micron is down about 9%. SK Hynix is down about 7%. Kind of looking at some of the others, SanDisk getting hit pretty hard, definitely down 12%. AMD down about 8.5%. Intel down 6%. Everything moving down. And so what is playing out? Well, so the AI chip semiconductor sell-off is deepening and obviously spreading. When we look at these stocks, memory, Micron, SK Hynix gets lumped into with the AI chip semiconductor space. We had a pretty significant sell-off over in South Korea overnight. SK Hynix on the South Korean exchange, Samsung down 12, 13, 14%. Both of those getting hammered pretty deeply and heavily. I think this continues to be the overreaction in the market to capital expenditures, AI expenditures, to the fact that Google increased their forecast guidance for AI expenditures and all that kind of stuff, which ironically, look at this. I want to show you this. This is a headline over on Yahoo Finance. Chip stock rout sends investors rushing back to bruised Alphabet stock. Which my point to you is that, like, oh, okay, last week you freaked out as Google Alphabet holders, and then now this week you're coming back to it. It kind of has to make you smile a little bit. And here's Google. It's up 0.64%, but it's not down. So it just kind of really cracks me up, if you will. So what's playing out here? My opinion, overreaction. My opinion, the market is being way too panicky and emotions are high because there's nothing, I've said this in plenty of videos, there's nothing fundamentally changed in the AI space. What is there is now a new fear, and we're going to talk about that. So I mentioned right here, this was over in South Korea, SK Hynix down 14+%, Samsung down 13%. I talked about that. This is the new fear in the market. Okay. And so what's playing out here is when NVIDIA made the announcement that they were in talks to backstop $250 billion in funding for open API tied to a major data center project, that report followed a $500 billion strategic collaboration with conglomerate SK Group. People started now talking about what's called circular financing, where these companies, example, NVIDIA and OpenAI are financing kind of each other's data center movements, each other's strategic initiatives, things of this nature. So you have this kind of circular, if you will, investment where companies, sometimes even quasi-competitors, are backstopping each other investments. And that is now creating some fear and some concern in the market, specifically around that. If something does negatively happen in the AI build-out compute space, these companies are more and more tied to each other. We could have a domino effect. And that is a fair assessment and a fair scenario. And that's kind of this is the new fear, I believe, running rampant right now that's causing the sell-off that we're seeing in, Micron and SK and so forth, SanDisk and all this kind of stuff. Even if the respective companies are not mentioned or named, but really, Micron doesn't have anything to do with a circular financing initiative going on in this scenario, but the bleed over and the impact is happening. That's, with SanDisk, with Micron, because it becomes a pervasive space-wide sell-off. All memory sells off, all semiconductor sells off, so forth and so on. Networking, Corning. I guarantee if I looked at networking, Corning, or Corning, or if I looked at energy production, if it's AI related, it is getting impacted today beyond a shadow of a doubt because of this kind of circular financing. But as I mentioned just a minute ago, Micron doesn't have a circular financing deal in place. Not that I'm aware of. I mean, some of you guys can come out and go, well, they did this and this. I mean, I don't know every deal that Micron or SK Hynix has in place, but it's not as pervasive as, say, a $250 billion initiative from NVIDIA to backstop OpenAI's data center build out project, as an example. And that is a legitimate issue, concern, and that we will continue to see play out now this week, next week, and it will be a narrative, it will be a theme that we will continue to see as we continue to roll along with the AI compute landscape and all of the volatility and the ups and downs associated with that. Okay, so is it time to buy Micron? Is it time to buy SanDisk? Is it time to buy SK Hynix? We're going to jump into that here in just a minute, but I really wanted to talk to you about, if you're interested, this is pretty cool. I wanted to show this to you. This is an exchange I've started using. There's a link in the description below if you want to try this. Free to set it up. So you can see this is Micron right here trading, and you can see this green line. This is an indicator that is a free indicator that you get if you use my link in the description below. That takes you to sign up for BTCC, which is the exchange, American-based exchange, by the way. $30,000 in there you go, right there. This says start your crypto journey, but you can trade stocks as well. Like you can see, this is inside of my account. You can see this is Micron. But I want to show you this green. See this green line? This is a way to start to open up positions because when Micron's bouncing off this green line, to open up positions and to lock in 5, 10, 15% gains as it's bouncing off. And then you can open up with leverage if you are interested in with that. Like anytime I open a trade like this, I use about 4x leverage. Don't want to overextend myself. I only will put about 5% of my total wallet in any given trade. And you can see like right here, or the picture of me is covering the button. You can see like open long, open short here over on the right. You can see that. But what I really started doing is doing a lot of this kind of stuff right there. So if you're interested in that, you want to get this free indicator, get it in there. You can start, doing, and by the way, if it goes up and if it was bouncing off the orange, that would be a way to open up a short-term short and make money like that. And you can open it like that. So yeah, get into this. If you're interested, links are right down there. It's free to create an account, free to get started. You can get in and again, you'll get free access to this indicator when you start trading and all that kind of stuff. So that's what's really, really cool. So if you're interested in that, also, BTCC, which is the exchange, and I are building a bot that automatically will trade for you. And if you want to get access to that, you need to sign up on my link as well. You can't get that trading bot anywhere else. We're in the final stages of developing that. So get into it if you're interested. Okay. So is it time to buy Micron? Is it time to buy SK Hynix? Is it time to buy SanDisk? Okay. You can see like right now, SanDisk is down about 14+%. Here's my honest opinion, what I think we're going to see play out. I think that right now in the market, we're going to continue to see volatility. We're going to continue to see prices move down. So I wouldn't, if you were going to buy today, I would like a DCA strategy, a dollar cost average strategy. Let's say you had $1,000, maybe only put, $250, $300 in today, and kind of see how we play out for the rest of the week and into next week. We got a very volatile week in place. I've done videos for you guys showing you that. We've got earnings announcements on Wednesday from, I believe, Meta and Microsoft, and we have earnings announcement on Thursday from Amazon. That's the 3 other major hyperscalers. So I think we got a lot of volatility coming into them. I do think we're getting in some good areas where you could be buying, as long as you're buying in the context of you're looking to hold for a year, 2 years, or whatever it may be, kind of more of a long-term hold strategy there. And obviously, buying at these levels is not bad, because I think on all of them, we're down. We're down a little bit. Like if we look at say SanDisk, right, and we look at on the 1 month, it's down 46% right here on SanDisk is on as far as the last month goes. If we look at SK Hynix on the 1 month, we're down 21% on SK Hynix. Micron on the 1 month, we are down 27%. So if you're looking at buying today, you are buying essentially, obviously as an example, you're buying Micron at a 27% discount from where it was a month ago. So if I was looking to buy, which I am definitely starting to look at buying at some of these levels, it would be more of a DCA at dollar cost average scenario, and coming in. Okay. And so just kind of, putting some money as we kind of continue to see things. But I mean, at a 27% discount, that's not a bad entry point at where we're at right now. I mean, and we're trading at 815. I do think we got a little bit room to go lower because of the week we have coming up. We got the Federal Reserve set to make their announcement tomorrow. We got Bank of Japan making their rate announcement on Thursday. We got a lot of moving things in play for this week that's impacting all the AI stocks. And then you add on top of that, you know, kind of what we were talking about here. We were talking about the kind of the new fear of what's called circular financing that's playing out in the AI sector. So I think we got people a little spooked. We got investors a little spooked because of everything I really am talking about. So yeah, so that's what's going on. All right. So thanks for giving me a few minutes, and I'll see you down the road.